It respects no borders and spreads rapidly across the globe. COVID-19 has left many countries, including Malaysia, economically shaken. Unemployment has hit its highest levels in a decade, and the economy is expected to contract between -3.5 and 5.5% this year.
The pandemic is a global pandemic, and that's affected all sectors of economies across the globe. And Malaysia is no exception to this. So the Malaysian economy has also taken its beating.
The impact is felt across all layers of society, especially the poor, the most vulnerable, as well as those who have suddenly found themselves caught in the poverty trap.
Sebelum PKP, bisnes boleh sampai ke 2,000. Paling rendah pun dalam 800 lah macam tu. Tapi bila terjadi PKP masa tu memang kosong terus. Jadi tak boleh nak ke mana.
There were pockets of vulnerable and marginalized groups, families who had no access to food. They were getting kicked out of their homes.
The coronavirus crisis has driven up poverty levels in Asia for the first time since the 1998 Asian financial crisis. Can the new poor in Malaysia cope and survive the challenges in the new post-pandemic era?
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Rashkin binti Hamzah, matric number 269 February 1. I will be present about the introduction to restaurant. What is restaurant? Restaurant is a place where people pay to sit and meals that are cooked and served on the premise. Meals are either served and consumed on site or consumed away from premise, which is takeaway. There are 3 types of restaurant. The first one is quick service restaurants. Quick service restaurants contribute to 49% of overall food and beverage industry revenue in Malaysia, which is KFC, McDonald's, Domino's, and Subway that has like 33.2% of market share. Second type is full service restaurant, which is have 23% of total profit from overall food service industry profit in Malaysia, which is driven by Malaysia's growing number to urban middle class consumers with more disposable income. This full service restaurant example is Pizza Hut, Secret Recipe, and Sushi King. The third type is coffee and tea shops. This type of restaurant have a market value of ringgit Malaysia 30.4 billion in 2006 and continuously grow to ringgit Malaysia 4.3 billion in 2021. Coffee and tea shops is the 5th largest food and beverage industry in Malaysia. Example is Starbucks Coffee, and followed by the local branded coffee shop.
Hi, my name is Ifdiana Unique and matric number is 269900. Today, I will present about the impact of COVID-19 to the restaurant industry. As we all know, COVID-19 has affected our country in so many aspects, such as economically and also our health, and not to forget our industries since March 2020. Restaurant industry are among the most impacted industry in our country or in the world. There are 3 impacts of COVID-19 to the restaurant industry that I can share. The first impact are strict dine-in rules. All restaurant premises has set the rules for the customer where only those who are fully vaccinated are allowed to dine in the premise or in the restaurant. This is the precaution step that the restaurant industry has taken to prevent the spread of COVID-19 or to break the chain of COVID-19. The next impact is changes in menu. A lot of restaurants has decided to make changes in their menu, such as introducing more options for the family package or individual set. This is because it is easier for a takeout or delivery, and it is also much cheaper than the a la carte menu. The last impact is shutting down of restaurant premises. This is the biggest impact that we can see in our country, especially in the restaurant industry. As we can see, there are a lot of small restaurant premises have suffered from total shutdown due to economical problems. The owner of the small restaurant premises has decided to shut down their business as there are no profit and they could not afford to pay for the employees' salary, the restaurant rent, utilities bill, and more.
Hi, my name is Afera Julantaja and my metric number is 27099. Next are the challenges experienced by restaurants during post-COVID. There are 3 challenges that have been identified. Among them are must always keeping up with health and sanitation requirements, difficulty in finding and retaining staff, and must adjust with increasing food costs. The first challenge is that every restaurant must always keep up with health and sanitation requirements. Upon the restaurant reopening during post-COVID, workers must ensure that the restaurant is always sanitized. For example, they need to sanitize the area in the restaurant at least twice a day before opening and after closing operation for the day. In addition, equipment in the restaurant such as tables, chairs, door handles, etc. should be sanitized all the times, as every time after the customer leave the restaurant. This is because they need to keep the equipment clean and safe for the next customer. Not only that, the kitchen also needs to be constantly sanitized and washed clean. Before this, cleanliness in the kitchen was a must. But during and after COVID, hygiene should be more prioritized. Areas that need to be prioritized are such as the floor, counter, and stove surface. Not only that, utensils such as plates, glasses, and cutlery should also be cleaned properly. Next, each restaurant must provide equipment such as hand sanitizer and temperature checker. This is also a difficulty for a restaurant because these things are an obligation in every restaurant. And if they fail to provide it, they will be charged a compound. This can not only cost the restaurant to have to pay a compound, but also involve the reputation of the restaurant. Last but not least, all staff must follow the SOP that has been set for them. As we know, we need to wear a mask at all times if we are outside. The same goes for restaurant staff who have to wear masks at all times during work. Not only that, they also need to be sanitized every time they go to work. Sometimes there are employers who require the employees to do a rapid self-test before entering work. The second challenge is the difficulty in finding and retaining staff. It is difficult to find employees during post-COVID. The reasons are that employers need to hire employees who have been vaccinated because that is one of the conditions for finding a job at this time. In addition, there is competition in hiring as the demand for quality workers increases. This is because many restaurants are looking for quality employees, and it is not easy to get them because not all of the people who apply meet the eligibility criteria in a restaurant. Moreover, during lockdown, many lost their jobs and they may have lost their skills in that time, or some have never had experience working in a restaurant. Next, employers cannot retain quality employees in their restaurants. Although restaurants and eateries have been allowed to reopen, their operating hours have been reduced. This also affects employees where their working hours are also reduced, and this causes their working hours to be unstable. With the reduction of working hours, their salaries may not be paid in full. In addition, the widespread reopening may cause employees to be attracted to apply at other restaurants due to better deals. If there are other restaurants that offer more lucrative salaries or position, employees will definitely get attracted to get them because they want to get better deals. So employers cannot stop them to resign or find another job. The third challenge is to adjust with increasing food costs. As we know, many restaurants or shops are forced to close their business due to no source of income. The closure of restaurant operation also affects suppliers where they have to dispose of their raw materials or supplies due to no orders from restaurants. So after the restaurant is allowed to reopen, the suppliers scramble to provide a supply of raw materials to the restaurant. These and other factors have led to a 5% jump in food costs every year, and the number is still increasing. This causes restaurant operators must track the cost of their receipts on an ongoing basis, mapping ingredient costs, consumption and revenue to understand the contribution margins of individual menu terms. That is all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jekundra Williver-Fred and my metric number is 270794. So today I will present to you about the strategies for restaurant industry to regain competitive advantage after COVID-19. So the first strategy is VR, virtual reality. Virtual reality is an artificial computer-generated environment that allows the experience of seeing and objects that don't exist in real life. Restaurants can use this technology to enhance customer experience by letting them explore their menu and receipts while their food is prepared. Quality VR content brings your product presentation to a new level. It is a cool way to show off your products or services as well as create a much more interactive shopping experience. It allows customers to consume the content in a more immersed environment that creates an emotional connection with them. A restaurant may have the traditional method to advertise it, but we can enhance the engagement even more by inculcating technology into it. Technology, especially the VR-based application, has enormous potential to provide a restaurant with space to make their products among common people. The second one is branded videos. 64% of consumers make their purchase after watching a branded social media video. Branded films not only assist to promote your business and its tempting delicacies, but they also illustrate the details of operation. Today's cautious customer want to peep into your restaurant to know the precaution you take while cooking or serving food. A simple behind-the-scene video might inspire customers to visit your restaurant or purchase online. Long-duration videos can be posted on Facebook and YouTube, whereas Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter are appropriate for posting shorter videos. It will be preferable if your restaurant video provides an ideal opportunity to tell your customer your story. So if you want to take your restaurant marketing to the next level, the best idea is to leverage video marketing to promote your restaurant. Not only is it cost effective, but it's also a smart strategy for getting more diners in your restaurant and ordering online. So the third one is food delivery systems. When you have an online ordering system, your restaurant benefits from online payments. Customers pay for the food digitally when submitting their order, which reduces the chances of fake or abandoned orders. As a result, you reduce your risks and ensure that you receive payment. And it will increase revenues you'll make by serving more customers than you have tables. Employing an efficient food delivery system can help the restaurant gain a larger market share. It is a sure way of attracting more customers. This is a very effective strategy because customers can order from home and did not have to go outside to buy the food due to the pandemic.
My name is Muhammad Nazmi bin Yaakob. My metric number is 270821 and I'm going to present about opportunity of the restaurant industry during the post-COVID-19 2022 and beyond. Firstly, digital customer engagement. As mentioned, a shift toward off-premise dining option and physical distancing behaviors will probably outlast the crisis. The digital customer experience will be critical to retaining current customer and capturing next generation loyalty. And the best way to enhance digital experience is through deep personalization. Engage customers with personalized offers across multiple digital channels. Use that customer data to make decisions about merchandising, pricing and promotion. Secondly, technology. Increased knowledge and implementing technology during post-COVID-19 can improve operational capabilities in a post-pandemic world, from reducing the need for human contact and helping with the cleaning process. For example, artificial intelligence and robot. Restaurant industry can do a collaboration to create some kind of technology that can help them thrive in the post-COVID-19 era. The restaurant industry has faced severe challenges during the pandemic, including sharp decline in revenue and tremendous labor losses, as well as some permanent closure. However, at some point, dining in restaurant will once again be a pleasure that people across the country can enjoy. The opportunities that restaurant operators take now will go a long way toward preserving their business through the crisis and equipping their restaurants to serve their customer. Okay, that's all from our group. Thank you.